I'll be taking a look at the Seagate 400 and the Seagate 750 hard drives. As you could already tell, they're not much of a portable hard drive. They're more of the base units that just stay next to your computer at all times. Because looking at the size, you can't really transport this around because they're pretty chunky. It does say Seagate because it's made by Seagate, of course. It got the two cooling fans, one at the top and one at the bottom. And at the bottom it got some holes. I'll get to those later and what they're used for. It got a power switch at the very top, on the front of it, so you can turn it off and on. It just clicks. And then moving on to the back, it got 3 ports, and they do make the 750 and 400 gigabytes in 2 different models. I got the deluxe models, which got 2 FireWires and 1 USB port, so it's actually the better ones. They do make standard ones, but they only got, I think it only got a USB port. This one's the these ones are the expanded ones, or the more like upgraded ones that got the 2 FireWires and the 1 USB port, which is nice. And then you got the AC port, and it does got to be plugged into the wall, which sucks. That's why I was saying it's more of a base unit than really portable. But they are nice. This one's a 400 gigabyte model. And what's nice about these ones, if you get the, I think, upgraded ones, you can actually gang them together. Like you could plug 2 in together and then plug it into the computer, and it'll read it as one USB device. And I'll show you what the other one looks like here in a second. Here's what the other one looks like. They look exactly the same. There's really no difference. You can't really tell if it's a 400 or a 720. This one's a 750 gigabyte because my dad marked them, so I know. That's pretty good. Even if you don't got to plug them in the computer, you can look at them and know what gig they are. They do look identical though, so you might get them mixed up. And they're the same weight and the same thickness. And this one's also the extended version, the upgraded one, which got a 2 FireWires and a USB port. And that USB port isn't proprietary, but I'll show you what the USB cable looks like over here. I think it's one of those printer cables. I think some Hewlett-Packard printers got the same hookup that plugs into the printer. Here's what the cord looks like. It's not really like a mini USB. It's more like those ones that the printers from like HP and stuff use. But you can get these. It's not proprietary, I'm pretty sure. And the other end's just, of course, going to the computer. And the cord's pretty long, so if you running out of space, I can't show it on camera because it takes up too much space, but there's the cord. It's pretty long. Then I'll show. Here's what the adapter looks like that comes with the Seagates. It's actually like a power brick, and it is in 2 parts. Here's the part that it snaps off, and that part goes to just goes to the wall, and it is fairly long too, so you do have enough room to like plug in the wall. And all you do is, if you want to gang it up, is you take one of the hard drives. And then you flip it over to the back. There's 2 sides to these hard drives. One's got the ring and one doesn't, as you can see. Then you just lay the one down that doesn't got the ring. I mean, you flip one of them on the back, basically. You flip one on the back to where the ring's on the bottom. And then you take the one that you want to gang up with, this, and then you just you take the ring and you flip it up. And then it'll go over here. Like it'll lock, like not really lock in place, but like sit over it. It'll fit perfectly. And then you got 2 hard drives like that, ganged up. What you would do is like take FireWires from here to there, plug them in, and then you would run one of these to the computer, and then it would just show as one hard drive if you want to do that. But I really just like them separately. And one thing to tell you is I did have experiences with Seagate. I had a 150 before, and it actually crashed on me. I didn't do anything bad with it. I didn't leak water on it. I didn't like damage the data or anything. It just played out after like 2 or 3 years. And you're probably wondering, why would I get more Seagates? Because we bought these all at the same time, and these were just actually like boxed up. And then like 2 years later, my Seagate actually burned out on me. And then these were already open, of course, so it was too late to return them. But just the warning to you guys that I did have one Seagate crash for no apparent reason. I didn't do anything wrong with it. It just played out like the plates in it like broke or something. It, or the little motor broke. I don't know why, but it just played out, which kind of sucks. And since we already had these and we can't return them, we just used them. So far, these haven't broke yet, but just be careful with hard drives because they're more likely to break than flash drives or memory cards. But yeah, and now for the last thing, I'll actually show you what those little holes at the bottom are for. If you don't want to hook them up separately, you can take these. They come in the box, I think. They're called stands, and these do, you can put them on a stand. They just snap at the bottom of it, like so. If I can get it on, just give me a second here. They're kind of tricky to get on. They lock in like that, and they're locked. You gotta lock them or they'll move around. And now it's on the little stand they give you. It's pretty cool if you don't want to gang them together. I prefer them in the up position like this because they look cool, and I really don't want to gang them up because I don't want them reading as one hard drive. But I do like these, and I would recommend them. One's a 750 and one's a 400 gigabyte. It cost me around $100 and some for both of them. Well, not for both of them. I mean a piece. 100 and I think 20, and this one was like 170 or something. Of course, the 720 was higher. I would recommend Seagate. I've only had one problem with them once, where my one hard drive went, my 150. But so far, no problems with the Seagates. I do like them, and these do come with software. You could back them up to the computer, but I don't like the software that hard drives come with, because they're like backing up software. And what I usually do when I get hard drives is I just use the the normal standard solution of backing up your stuff. I usually just drag and drop stuff on here because it's way more easier. And there's no point of those softwares because in my experiences, I've used those backing up softwares and they really haven't worked for me. But this has just been a review for the Seagate 750 and 400 gig at hard drives from Seagate. And I'll see you later. And I give these products like a 9.5 out of 10. Won't give it a full percent because one broke, but that's been the only case. And so far, I love these hard drives. They're pretty good to use. But I would not recommend them if you're a person that travels around, or like goes to a friend's house, or like if you have like 3 computers in your house and you go back and forth from each of them. These aren't good because you got to take the power supply and everything, and it's a hassle. I would stay away from these if you're one of those people that like traveling and like have like lots of computers you like transfer data back and forth to. But if you're one of those persons that only have like one computer, or you don't travel a lot, you can keep them by your one computer and just have them hooked up all the time. That's pretty nice. And I'll see you guys later. This has just been a review for the Seagate hard drives.